Hello everyone, in this video we will see what are map, filter and reduce functions in Python. Okay, so let's start with the first map function. So let's say we have a data, the data should be in a list or iterable form, and we want to apply a function on each element of the list. So for that we use map. For example, if I have a data, let's say the data is 1 2 3 4 5, and I want to apply a function on each element of the list. So let's apply a function. Okay, so let's create a function. Okay, so let's define a function, and the function should accept an element. So basically map will call this function with each of its element. Okay, so it should return something, right? And what I want to return is the square of the element. So return element square, right? I want that this particular function should be applied on each of these elements, so I will use map. So map result. Okay, map result will be map. Now what is the how do we call this map function? You can see it here. Map, we pass the function and the data. So the function is func, the data is data. So let's see what it gives. Map result. Okay, so what I can do is I can open this folder, I can open the terminal over here. Let me just okay. Let's do one thing. Let's just run this program. So I got a map object. Okay, so basically I get a map object as a result. I can convert this map object into a list, right? So what I can do is I can say list, and now let's see what it returns. It returns a list where each element is a square of it. 1 become 1, 2 became 4, 3 became 9, 4 became 16, and 5 became 25, right? So this is what I got, right? But let's say I want right now I'm getting a list. I want a tuple, so simply just make sure write it as tuple. So now you got the output as a tuple. So basically when you apply a map function, you get a map result, which is a form of map object, and you can convert it into a tuple, a list. So this is how you use it, right? But when we talk about the next function, which is the filter, let's say we'll talk about the filter function. So filter also applies the same function on each element, but the basic difference is filter, the work of filter is either keep the element or remove the element. And how it will decide to keep it or remove it? So how it will decide is your function should return either true or false, right? If the boolean value of your of something which your function return is true, it will keep the element. If the boolean value of what your function returns on that element is false, it will remove that element. So basically filter either keeps or removes an element in a list based on the condition. So let me define another function. So function 1, it will also accept element, and let's only keep elements which are more than 3. So if element is more than 3, return true, else return false. So basically let's apply this and comment it out, and let's say filter result is equal to filter with function 1 the data, and let's print it out, the f result. Okay, again now we have got a filter object. So again, if you apply the map function, you will get a map object. If you apply filter function, you will get a filter object. So again, convert it into something which can be visible. So let's convert it into list, run it. I got 4 and 5. Why? Because 4 and 5 are the only element which returns true when we apply the func1 function on each of the element. 4 and 5 are the only element which returns true. So basically only 4 and 5 will be kept in our data, all other values will be ignored. So this is how we filter out some data. But what does reduce do? Reduce basically returns single data. Single data is returned, and data will be in the form of what the function returns. So if I have a third function, let's say def func2, and it should now this should accept two elements. I will tell you why. So it will be, let's say, e1 element 1, e2 element 2, and for now let's just pass it and let's understand how the reduce works. So our result is again something called reduce and func2 with data. Now two things to make sure. First, reduce is not built in. Map and for filter are built in function, but if you want to use reduce, you need to import it. It's there in the functools, func tools, functools package. To say import reduce. Okay, now you can call it. Okay, so let's now see the result. Print our result. Right now we do not have we haven't defined anything in the function, but let's see what we get. We get none because we haven't done anything in the function, but let's understand how it works. Okay, so the data is 1 2 3 4 5. What reduce do is it will first select the first two element of the list, and whatever result it gets, okay, whatever result it gets after passing these two elements in the function, let's say it get 3 as an output, so it will create a list internally as 3 and remaining elements 3 4 5. So basically it will be 3 4 5. Now what it will do, choose the next set of two elements which are 3 and 3. Okay, let me just define the function, will be easy to understand. So let's say I just say return e1 plus e2. Okay, the return the sum of two elements. Okay, so now it will again select the next two elements. It will be 3 and 3. The sum is 3 and 3 is 6, so it will be 6, and the remaining elements 4 and 5. Again it will choose the next set of two elements, so it will be 6 and 4. It will pass it here in func2. The output is 6 plus 4 10, and then 5. Again it will pass the next set of two elements 10 and 5. It will return 15. Now when the length of the list is 1, or okay, when the length of the list is 1, it will return the element. So basically 15 is returned. So let's try it out. See, we have got 15, right? It is not returning any kind of reduce reduce object or something like that. Map was returning map object, filter return filter object. Reduce will return a single data. What will be the type of the single data? Whatever the function returns. Function is right now for function is returning integer, so it is returning an integer. But if I say str, let's say I say str, it will produce an error. Let's see why. Okay, we have got an error, say can only concat str and not into str. Why? Because when the first two elements, let's say 1 2 3 4 5, when the first two elements 1 2 was passed, e1 is 1, e2 is 2, so it will be 1 plus 2 3. It will become 3 but in a string format. Next time e1 will be 3 like this, and e2 will be 3. If this is the case, you cannot add 3 and 3, right, whenever it is in a string format. So basically that's why it returned, or it throwed an error. So let's just remove it, and right now again if we run it, we get 15. If you change it to multiply, you will see another result 120. Why? 1 multiplied by 2 is 2, then the result is 2, right? So it will become 2. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. 6 multiplied by 4 is 24. 24 multiplied by 5 is 120, right? So this is what the reduce function does. It will reduce all the elements, like it will take all the elements and reduce it to a single element. The type of element will be whatever returned by the list. Okay, whatever returned by the function. So hopefully you understand how do we use the map, filter, reduce function, And the most important thing to understand is where should we use the map filter reduce function. So hope everything is clear, but in case you see that okay something is not clear or you have some kind of use case, you can comment it down and I will try to answer it as soon as possible. Till then we will see you in the next video.